Hello students, Namaste. How are you all? Hope all of you are well. Today we are going to discuss class 6 science chapter number 6 changes around us. In the previous video I had explained to you about the physical change, chemical change, reversible change and irreversible change. I had also explained to you about the few examples of reversible, which is physical change, few examples of irreversible change which are also physical change, and about the chemical change and irreversible changes, right? So today we are going to discuss from class 6 NCERT chapter number 6 activity 7. As in the previous video already I had explained to you about some of the activities. So before going towards the next activity, could there be other ways to bring a change except the reversible or irreversible change? Is there any other way that we can bring change? You can see outside in the field, especially whenever the farmers are plowing the field. What happens at that time when the farmers are plowing the field? As the farmer plow the field, that time they are doing the change. As you can see earlier, how was the field after plowing, how the field had happened. As sometimes all the crops are there in the field after harvesting, how is the look of crops? Yes, so there are some other changes. So here we all have seen the tools which are used to dig the soil. Have you ever seen how the iron blade in these tools is fixed to the wooden handle? The iron blade of these tools has a ring in which the wooden handle is fixed. Normally the ring is slightly smaller than the wooden handle, so fix the handle. The ring is heated and it becomes slightly larger in size because solid expands on heating. Now the handle easily fit into the ring. When the ring cools down, it contracts and fit tightly to the handle. Such a change is also used for fixing the metal rim on a wooden wheel of a cart. Again, the metal rim is made slightly smaller than the wooden one. On heating, the rim expands and fit into the wheel. Cold water is then poured when the rim which contracts and fits tightly onto the wheel. So now what I want to see, have you ever seen that wheel? How many of you have seen that plow by which the field is plowed? See, first of all I would just like to say you about some of the examples. Just suppose this type of one tool is there. Okay, by which the field are plowed. Okay, so just suppose this is a farmer's field. So here this is having a ring, metal ring, as this is being from one side to another side, and in this the wooden stick is being fixed. So can you tell me why this wooden is being fixed in this tool? Because the size and shape of the ring is slightly smaller than the wood, because as after fitting it they heat this. As they heat, so similarly what happens after giving heat into this ring, so this solid expands on heating. This thing we will read in 7th standard in chapter number 4, heat. Okay, so as the solid expands on heating, whatever the wooden size has been fit, now it is fully formed. As it is fully formed, now this wooden stick will not come out from this tool. Got it? Similarly, we are talking about the wooden wheel. You may have seen in the bullock carts, they are having a metal rim, and after the metal rim they are having a wooden wheel, right? So this metal rim are slightly smaller than the wooden wheel. As this is a slightly smaller because after heating, this wooden wheel directly get firmly in this, means this rim get firmly into this wooden wheel. So they directly get a big shape after heating it. So the cart wheel now is being fitted in this wooden wheel. Got it? So similarly the solid expands on heating. Question is what? As all this activity explained in your textbook, you can go through your textbook. When we heat water in a pan, it begins boil after some time. Yes. Now liquid also expands on heating. You can see just this is your suspension. In this suspension, as the water is there, till here water is there. Good. Okay. And as I start heating this water, I started heating. So you will see the level will go till here. Why? Because liquid also expands on heating. Got it? So the water changes into the vapor. Now water vapor gets changed into liquids when they are cooled, right? you know very well, as the water starts boiling here, you will see the water starts boiling. We have to take one plate. This plate must be, we have to catch this plate with the tongs. After catching this plate, here put some ice cubes. What do you have to put? Ice cubes. As these ice cubes are there, you will see here water droplets starts coming. Means now this vapor are converted into liquids. Got it? So here, as the water vapor gets changed into liquid when it is cool. We all have noticed the melting of ice. Ice melts when it is heated. But what does it change into? It is possible to change this water back into ice? Definitely, you know very well. As this, just suppose this is your ice cube, you have taken this ice cube in a tray. Got it? And after some time, as you put into the sunlight, you will see all these ice cube has mixed with water. Some of the little bit ice cube shape and size has been decreased into this much shape, and little bit water has decreased. So after sometimes if you want to change again this shape, so what you will do, you will put this tray back to the freezer, into the refrigerator, so they will again change back to the solid. Here there are some examples about the candle. What's about the candle? Candle is a reversible change or irreversible change. See, always remember, if anybody asks you about the physical change, chemical change, reversible change or irreversible change, you have to just inform to the person that physical change means no new substance is formed. Reversible change means it can come back to its original position. Either here you can't say that new substance, because it is coming to the back to its original position, so no new substance will form. In the irreversible change, it can't come back to its original form, and no new substance can be also formed. As I had given you the example about the glass. Just suppose this is a glass, water drinking glass, and by mistake it had fallen down from your hand, so it had broken down into the pieces. So this glass pieces, this is also glass, this is also glass. It was having a fixed shape, this is not having a fixed shape. It has broken down into the small pieces. So you can't say the material or new substance has been formed, right? You can't say the new substance has been. You can just say it has been irreversible. Now it can't come back to its original position, so it is irreversible change. But they are made up of the same material, so this is called physical change. And if I talk about the chemical change, then in the chemical change you have to describe a new substance is formed. What is formed? A new substance is formed. And a new substance means it is an irreversible change. It is not going to come back to its original position. So this was our chapter. In this whole chapter, the complete revision was about the changes around us: contractions, evaporation, expansion, melting, cooling, and all. You have seen as how the solid starts melting. If we take an ice cube, just suppose this is an ice cube, and this ice cube, as I have taken into the sunlight, it started melting. Means solid started converted into solid, starts converting into liquid. So this is the melting process, right? Now as you have seen, these are the water droplets, okay? Water droplets, and these water droplets are changing into the vapor form, in the gaseous form. So it's called boiling. What is called? Boiling. And the process is called evaporation. What is called? Evaporation. When liquid changes into the vapor, the process is called evaporation. You can see this when especially we boil the liquid, we boil the water, it changes into the vapor. That is called evaporation. And again, after putting this plate and some ice cube on it, so again this water vapor changes into the liquid form. That process is called condensation. What is called? Condensation. The cooling back of vapor to liquid is called condensation. The boiling of water, or you can say the changing of liquid into vapor, is called evaporation, and the changing of vapor into liquid is called condensation. Melting, boiling, evaporation, condensation. After getting this foreknowledge, we have already understand about the expansion of solid, expansion of liquid, and the expansion of gases also. Solid expands means if anybody will ask you which physical state expand more, solid, liquid or gas, so you can directly say solid expands more on heating in comparison to liquid and gas. Liquid also expands, but gas, you can tell me, do gas expands on heating? Gas get diffuses. As for example, if I talk about, if you are putting a body spray Yes, body spray on your body. So what will happen? Whole room will get fragrances because of the diffusion process. Now, after getting the concept of physical change, chemical change, reversible change, irreversible change. Since in this whole chapter we have to study only a few things. The complete revision is about the physical change. Means if we talk about the physical change, chemical change, these both are changes around us and they are also known as reversible change and irreversible change. Reversible change and irreversible change. Then evaporation, condensation, melting, boiling. So these are the few changes around us. So the whole chapter is about this topic. So that's why our chapter name is changes around us. Which type of changes happen? So this type of changes happen, especially about the physical change, chemical change, reversible change, irreversible change, evaporation, condensation, melting, boiling. So these are the process by which you can see the substance get changes into the other form, either reversible or irreversible, either new substances form or no new substances form. So these all the process are the changes around us. So if you have doubt related to this whole chapter, any type of doubt, any activity, then please drop your doubt into the comment box section. And if you are not having doubt, then what you have to do, you have to write 10 changes. How many? 10 changes. What 10 changes? 10 physical change, 10 chemical change, 10 reversible change, 10 irreversible change. So as total 40 changes you have to write in the notebook. 10 physical, 10 chemical, 10 reversible, 10 irreversible. If you got the knowledge about these changes, if you have not seen the previous video, then go to my channel, just open my channel, go to the playlist. In the playlist, 6 science is there. Just open chapter number 6, all the videos are there. So you can just go through it. You can check chapter number 6, all the videos. After then, just whenever you are feeling now I am peace, now I am calm, that time listen video. You will get each and every concept about this chapter. If you are still facing any doubt in this chapter, then please drop your doubt into the comment box section. That's all for today. Thank you very much. And if you have liked the video, then please do subscribe and like my channel. I hope all of you have got a good concept about the changes around us, and the same chapter we will study in 7th standard also. That's all for today. Thank you very much.